Aye, it's a problem to know what to wear, Jim. I mean, this is no ordinary wedding we're going to. It's the event of the year. And even goes so far as to describe it as a society affair.
How? Are the co-op doing the catering?
No, what I meant was, well, it's no every day that a distillery manager's daughter gets hitched.
Aye.
Rumour has it he's got his staff working in overtime. I'll say no more.
A real wild night then, eh? Here, Dan, are you sure that we've all been invited?
Of course I am. Did he no stop Parahandy in the street and tell him so? The official invites is just a formality. You let me see. My coordinates should be very tasty.
Your what?
I've got a shirt and a tie with the same pattern.
I know. Still, you can't help being a messy eater. Well, that's your suit press, Dan.
Oh, lovely, Jim. I'll just try it on, son.
All right.
It's so long since I've had it on. I hope you haven't flattened the nap, Jim. I mean, it's my best suit. In fact, it's my only suit.
You'll be very pleased, Dan. The utility marks come up lovely. Aye, lads. Aye. Getting into a mood for the wedding with all this hilarity, eh?
Hilarity? Look what he's done to my trousers.
Ah, by Job McVeigh, lads, gay funny, eh? You'll be practicing your comic turn for the party, eh?
No.
Well, we're all expected to make our contribution to the merriment. Dougie has got himself a brand new garlic lament for the sing-song.
Very cheery.
Sonny Jim here has got his Malorian tuned up. And I've got myself a new joke for my speech, which is very funny because it is all about this man who says, that wasn't a woman I went across the road with, that was his wife. I don't get it. Well, maybe it wasn't a road he crossed, Jim.
Hey, Captain, there's been some letters sent over from the dock office. Now, 2 of them's for you, and 1's from the government.
Oh, that'll be sealed orders, eh? Sealed orders, aye. Case of a war breaking out, aye. Telling us to stand by for convoy duty.
And there's 1 here for Sonny Jim. Now, who's been writing to Jim, eh?
Can you imagine?
No.
Mr. and Mrs. G. McGregor request the pleasure of the company...
At the marriage of their daughter. It's the official wedding invitation. I've got 1 as well.
Just put mine in my bunk, Dougie. Although it should really go above the mantelpiece.
How's that, Dan?
Well, now, you're supposed to put your invitations on the mantelpiece, so your visitors will be impressed by the amount of social intercourse you're having.
You could always stick it above the boiler.
No. It has to be a mantelpiece.
But boats don't have mantelpieces. This one doesn't have visitors.
And Dan hasn't got an invitation.
What? Eh?
Well, you see, there was only the 3 invitations, Dan, and 1 of them was not for you.
Maybe you got lost in the post, Dan.
Aye, that'll be it, or they'll have forgotten to send.
Well, no. I wouldn't just say that they had exactly forgotten. No. I wouldn't say that as much as, well, he hasn't been invited at all. There's a wee note inside mine explaining.
What does it say?
Oh, it just says that, seeing they're having 6 cars and 100 guests and a Cayley band, they don't think they can afford police protection as well.
They must have heard how Dan behaved at the last wedding.
Well, now, you know, I'm not sure the rest of us should go if Dan is not invited.
It just wouldn't seem right to leave Dan on the boat all by himself when we're all away enjoying ourselves.
All that singing and dancing, eh?
And eating as much as you like.
And whiskey flowing like water. Dancing to a Cayley band, By Jove, Dougie, eh? I can just hear it, eh? Oh, hit him.
It'll be a grand wedding.
Well, are you gone without me?
Here, could we not just describe it to you when we get back? I mean, vividly.
Oh, by Jove, Jensen, that is a good idea. I mean, Dougie here could sing you his lament, and I could read you my speech with a joke, and in that way you would hardly be missing anything at all.
Thanks a lot. Shipmates you call yourselves, eh?
No, Dan, no, we're all as sorry as you are.
Sorry? I'm no sorry. Who said I'm sorry? I'm relieved I'm no invited. I wouldn't even have went even if they'd asked. I would have politely declined their invitation and tell them to stuff it.
How's that, Dan?
Because I've been to nuptials with you lot before and it's been embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
What's so embarrassing, eh?
You for a start. You and your speeches. All about the voyage of life through the uncharted seas of matter. And how it reminded you of the time you were rammed by a sludge boat. That's lovely talk for a wedding, that is lovely.
You're a damn liar, McPhail. My speeches is the high spot of any wedding. Sure wasn't there a couple in Tarbert there got divorced just so they could remarry and hear the whole thing over again?
Is that no embarrassing? Is that embarrassing?
Aye, we're the ones that are embarrassed. Sure, you're never in a fit state to be upstanding for the toast without Dougie and me supporting you.
That's not true.
It is so true, Dan. A fair exhibition you made of yourself last time, with all your greeting and bawling.
I'm like that at weddings, Dougie. I get overcome with emotion.
You were overcome by the other guests while some of the bridal party tried to kick your head in.
Well, I don't remember that.
Oh, but I do. I thought at the time it was no way for the bride's mother to behave.
Captain, I don't think we should rake up Dan's sordid past. We should just forget it.
Aye, but other people can't forget it, no. They're all talking about how he cannot behave himself at weddings.
Fed up hearing about weddings. I tell you, I'm not gone to the rotten old wedding. Maybe you lot aren't gone either.
Wonder what he meant by that.
Oh, it's just that his pride has been hurt. I don't think you should have spoken to him like that, Captain. He's got cut up at not being invited.
It's a wonder to me the dirty devil gets invited anywhere at all. His carcass is fair saturated with engine oil.
Right enough. He hasn't had a bath since last June. And that was when he fell off the pier at Rothsay.
And I know for a fact there's 3 drilling rigs over that spot this very moment.
Well, I feel sorry for Dan, him being a social outcast.
Well, Dougie, you know, I've got more in my mind than that. Now, I wonder what's in this letter from the government.
Oh, Captain, I think maybe it has something to do with the inland revenue.
Oh, is that so, Dougie? Is that so, eh? Well, that will not apply to us, seeing we're not so much inland as out on the water, eh?
Now, you take all the pubs on that side of the road, and I'll take the ones on the other. And if you find Dan, mind and be nice to him.
I didn't like that threat he made. I'll see you back at the boat, Dougie.
Ah.
I hope I'm not imposing on you, Captain. It's just that I have to be back over in the island tonight for the sake of the wedding tomorrow.
Oh, not at all, Mr. McGubbin. There'll be no wedding without you, and that would be a calamity for everybody. You'll take a wee drop, Mr.
Well, now...
Whiskey is always kept on board for medicinal purposes, because it cures the scurvy.
I thought it was lime juice.
Lime juice as well, eh? Oh, well, by Jove. They're always bringing out something new.
Perhaps I'll just have a drop, that's it. Well, as I was saying, Captain, I hope I'm not imposing on you, but I've missed my steamer connection.
Oh, man, you don't want to go risking your life on railway steamers. They're well known in the trade as coffin ships.
Well, the one I came across in seemed to be all right.
A coffin ship, Mr. McGibbon. I'm telling you, they have to press gang a crew every time she sails. No, you'll be far safer on board the Vital Spark.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I mean, when I telephoned the dock office and they said you were in port, I thought you might be kind enough to...
Say no more about it, Mr. McGibbon. The Vital Spark sails with the tide. Swan, you finished yet?
Shut the launch, skipper.
Well, now, come on, and I'll show you what a fine trim wee vessel she is. And so you're officiating at the wedding, eh? Well, now, isn't that a coincidence, seeing we've all been invited, except Don McPhee?
Ah, yes, I'm not surprised. You know, your engineer is known to me by reputation.
Dougie, I couldn't find Don. Dougie? Dougie!
Oh, he's a devil, is McPhail. If Dougie was here, he would tell you. Yes. You know, Mr. McGibbon, I have the same problems in my calling as you have in yours.
Your call?
Well, ministers of the kirk and ship's captains is both callings. I mean, one is calling up to heaven for mercy and the other is calling down here for more steam. Time I've stood there on the bridge thinking this is just like a pulpit if it wasn't for the funnel.
You know, Captain, you may have missed your vacation. Perhaps you should have joined the ministry.
Ministry? What ministry?
I thought so. Oh, by Jove, I've had plenty of experience with sinners and backsliders.
Ah, Mr. McPhail again.
Oh, if you could see the man. The wickedness and depravity on his oily face. I've seen whole battalions of the Salvation Army throwing away their tambourines and deserting just for the sake of it.
Oh, no, Captain. I'm sure it can't be that bad.
If I was to tell you the half of it, man, you would have missionaries working on him day and night. And a fair waste of time it would be.
No, Captain, I won't allow that. A conversion is always worth the effort.
Conversion? What's he going to convert?
You know, Captain, if he's as bad as you say, perhaps I should have a word with him.
Oh, man, you would be taking your life in your hands. The devil has no respect for the church or the cloth. No. Yeah, he's always telling us how he's one of these acoustics.
He's not violent, surely.
Man, I wouldn't put it past him. Since you mentioned it yourself, Mr. McGibbon, I would rather you didn't tell the crew you were aboard. It's my mate Dougie, you see.
Oh? And what does he think of ministers?
Oh, he likes them fine. But not on boats. You see, ministers on boats is supposed to be bad luck, and Dougie is very superstitious.
Well, you know, Captain, I mean, it's a very small boat. I hardly see how I can avoid bumping into them.
Well, there'll be no bother there. You see, I'll just put you into the forecastle, and if you hear anybody come...
Yes.
Well, just juke below the bay.
Below the bay?
Nobody will bother you there.
You know, Captain, I've been thinking. I could very easily catch the first steamer tomorrow morning.
Never, man, never. I wouldn't send you to your death. No, we'll see you home safe.
Damn it, Blast!
Oh, no, Minister.
No, Captain, it would be no trouble at all.
Oh, no, Mr. McGibbon. I wouldn't hear of it, by Jove, no. You'll be safe enough aboard the Vital Spark.
Well...
Now, you can stretch out on the top of the bunk there if you feel like it, and under it if you hear anybody coming.
You know, Captain, I really think I should catch tomorrow's steamer.
No, Mr. McGubbin. We'll be sailing as soon as my crew gets here. And then, well, you'll have all the comforts of home. Nearly.
Nearly.
We're not allowed to sail under a flag of convenience because the owners won't install one.
I think I hear your crew coming aboard.
Oh, aye, that sounds like McPhail. Aye.
McPhail?
Aye. I'll just way up and tell him to get up steam.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Hans!
Dan, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something.
Don't talk to me, only.
No, Dan.
You would see a shipmate snubbed. Aye, some pals.
But, Dan, this man was talking to the captain and he...
Oh, the captain.
Aye.
Aye, Parahandy.
By Jove, damn me, oh, and if Dougie was here, he would tell ye.
Nonsense, McPhail. You should have been getting steam up for the past hour.
Where have you been?
I've been having a little refreshment down at the booze boutique. You'll be having a skinful yourself at the wedding tomorrow. If you ever get there.
Well, no, Dougie, that's my speech finished. Tell me what you think of it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to be upstanding and toast the health of the bride and the groom. And I would just like to add that for coal or fertilizer or general cargo, the Vital Spark is the smartest boat in the trade, as well as offering the keenest prices.
Captain, you're never going to say that.
Why not? It's never a word of a lie.
Oh, I don't think it's decent to include advertising in a wedding speech.
Man, it's the speech they're all coming to hear. Sure, my Parahandy's speech is as famous from Port Glasgow to the butt of Lewis. I tell you, Dougie, there are couples who think they are living in sin because I wasn't there to make one.
Ah, you told me. Oh, well, whatever you say, Captain. But don't say she's the fastest boat in the trade, because yon seagull has just gone whizzing past us.
Aye, but seagulls is supposed to fly fast, Dougie.
That bird's paddling.
By Job, it's that mutinous, unwholesome, oily devil McPhail. Is that it?
Time to have a good talk to him. There you are.
McPhail, this is your captain on the bridge that's speaking. We're all up here thinking the bloomin' propeller has dropped off. By Jove, he's got the speaking tube blocked up again.
And that's a bad sign. You have a talk to him, Para.
McPhail, this is your captain speaking.
Oh, he'll have fallen asleep like.
Give him a toot on the whistle, Dougie, and waken him up.
Did you get scalded, Captain?
No, the water is no more than tepid, Dougie. Oh, by Jove, you ask for a toot and all you get is a scoosh.
You know, it's my opinion that McPhail is deliberately making this boat go slow, so that we won't get to the wedding.
Don't bother telling me. I'm not in the least bit interested in what Parahandy was saying to anybody.
But, Dan, you were talking about you.
About me?
Aye.
What was he saying about me?
McPhail, get some more coal into that boiler this very minute.
No, I'm working to rule.
You will get this vessel moving. We're blocking up the whole Firth of Clyde.
Is that a fact, eh? Well, it's me that decides how fast this boat goes, if I decide that it goes at all. And it's my professional opinion that these engines are working just inside their safety limits. I would be flattened with death if I put another lump of coal under that boiler.
There's not a damn thing wrong with the boiler.
If I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, the Hale engines need a complete overhaul.
Well, they're not going in for an overhaul.
Oh no, are you fear somebody steals the jewels? They want scrapped, that's what they want, scrapped, come here. You see this thing that's getting ruined and ruined?
Aye.
It should be getting up and doing.
Oh, you, McPhail, you and your damn technical jargon. I suppose that speaking tube got itself blocked up, eh?
No, that's in the interest of hygiene. I'm fed up with you breathing God knows what damn germs into my left lung.
Aye, McPhail, gay clip with your Bolshevik talk, eh? You're always telling us what a great pal you are of Jimmy Reed's, eh? But I'm telling you, you will get that speaking tube unblocked at once.
No.
Jim, make a note of that insubordinate reply. McPhail, it's all going down in the logbook.
Oh, logbook, would you listen to him?
Aye, logbook.
A threatening jotter when they bad.
Did you get that, Jim? Did you get that? Now you make a note that Stoker McPhail has been relieved of his duties.
Stoker?
Aye, Stoker.
Relief. Did you spell relief with two E's or is it EA?
Oh, well, one and a two, Jim.
No, it isn't. There's an eye in it somewhere. It comes after the C.
I'll just put that you've been sacked.
Aye, that's right, son. It means the same thing only way. Sacked? What do you mean, sacked?
Just what I say, McPhail. My patience, which is a byword in the custom trade, has been stretched to the very limit.
You sack me?
McPhail, you will collect your cards as soon as we make port.
Cards? What cards? Christmas cards. Listen, Parahandy, you can't sack me and you know it. It's me that's keeping you in a job.
Ah, by Jove, the engine oil has finally seeped through to his brain, eh? As if I would be beholden to a common stoker.
Stoker? You're a time-served man.
And I know where you served it, too.
I'm a trained man. The only man that's trained to work these engines. Aye, the sorry man you'll be when I decide to jack this job in and seek a new position.
A new position, you might find one sooner than you think, stretched out on the floor.
Hey, watch it. When I leave this ship, the Perry, you'll end up in the breaker's yard. You and this floating old shanty. The final spark!
Did you hear when he called her, Jim? He called her
I wrote it down, Captain.
Well, what the hell? I'll have no coarse talk in my logbook. Oh, your days are numbered, McPhail.
Dan, do you not think you went a wee bit too far that time? I mean, it's not the captain's fault you weren't invited to the wedding.
What you talking about? You think I'm in a huff like a wedding or something? I'm not worried about the wedding. I wasn't going to go to the rotten old wedding anyway. The wedding's the least of my thinking.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Ah, well then.
Do you fancy a wee cup of tea?
I wouldn't mind.
Good. How do you want it?
A splash of milk and 2 lumps of wedding.
Eh?
Oh, forget it. Come here, Jim. Tell me about this man and what he was saying to Parahandy.
Well, I couldn't hear everything, Dan.
No.
But they were talking about you.
About me?
Aye, and the man said something about the ministry.
Ministry?
Aye.
What ministry?
Well, I couldn't hear. Then they started talking about conversions.
Conversions?
Aye.
Parahandy's up to something, Jim. Oh, he's furtive, that's what he is. He's furtive.
Ah, Dougie, the sad truth is that steam-trained engineers is very hard to come by. Dan McPhail is the only man who can work these engines. 3 bloomin' nuts.
Well, you could report him to the Board of Trade if you hadn't told them that terrible lie.
Oh, well, Dougie, I didn't want the inspector fussing about the boat, so I just made up a wee fib.
Fib, you told them she'd been hijacked to Cuba.
And it would serve Dan McPhail right if she had been. He'd be out there now with all the other Bolsheviks playing the red flag on his guitar and worrying about the price of sugar.
Maybe if you were to ask him nice and say that you were sorry he had not been invited to the wedding.
I'll do nothing of the sort.
Ah, well, if you won't, I will. I'll take him a cup of tea to improve his temper.
Ah, well, please yourself, Doogie, please yourself. But if Dan McPhail won't stoke the boilers, I've had to make other arrangements.
What's Sonny Jim doing up there?
He's got the drop coal down the lung.
When do you want me to stop, Captain?
When I tell you, Jim, when I tell you.
Ministry. What ministry? And conversions. Oh, he's definitely furtive. And then there was that letter for the government. Oh, Jesus.
On the room, south, the end of the grass. La, 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 dee, dee.
It's a fine day.
Yes? Oh, yes.
Maybe just a wee thing chilly for this time of year.
Oh, yes, but still, we mustn't complain.
Very true. Very true.
I'm doing fine, Jim, just fine.
Captain! Abandon ship! Abandon ship!
What's the matter with you, Dookie?
Ministers! The boat's fair infested with them. Captain, they're under the beds and everywhere. Oh, Captain, one of them spoke to me.
That was the Reverend Mr. McGibbon, and he's here at my invitation.
Under the bed?
When the man missed his steamer and he wanted a lift home, it was the least we could do, since he's performing the wedding ceremony tomorrow.
Parahandy, you know, ministers on boats is bad luck. We're done for. Done for.
Oh, Doogie, you and your damned superstitions. Look, minister sails on railway steamers all the time.
Aye, but steamers have a special dispensation being nationalised.
Ah, Doogie, I've got more in my mind than your superstitions. Look, if Dan McPhail doesn't make the engines go any faster, then none of us will get to the wedding.
Including the happy couple.
Aye. Ah, well, I suppose there's nothing else for it. I'll have to go and apologise to Dan McPhail. No, Dan, don't get up. No, I just want a wee word with you.
Aye, and me with you. What's going on this boat? What have you been saying about me?
Saying about it.
Now, don't deny it. Sonny Jim heard you discussing me with a man for the ministry. It was something to do with conversions.
Oh, aye. Oh, by Jove, aye. Well, you see, Dan, it's like this. The Ministry of Transport has a wee arrangement with the Board of Trade. It's all about improvement grants for boats like they have for slum houses.
How are they going to improve this one? Scuttle it?
Oh, no, dearie me, no, Dan. The man was saying what fine trim she's in. Says there's nothing the matter with the hulls except maybe a wee lick of paint, and new wicks for the navigation now. No, he was worried about the engines.
Well, I've told you for years. Conversions?
Aye, Dan, aye.
You don't mean?
Aye. He thinks we should have a diesel.
But I don't know how to work it. I mean, I should have been consulted about this, you know. This is a bit sudden. I mean, I'll have to think about this.
Ah, no, Dan. You don't want to go tiring your brain out with thinking. No, you see, the man says the engines we have are too slow, far too slow. They're clogging up the arteries of commerce.
A diesel engine, I mean.
You know all about them, eh?
Oh, aye, diesel engines are no bother. I mean, I'd have to read up about them, of course. Maybe take a wee refreshment course. Maybe a couple of years at night school.
Well, that's bad. You see, this letter I got says that they want to convert all steam puffers straight away.
Now, don't misunderstand me, Captain. I mean, Diesel's is dead simple. It's just that, well, you'll still need a trained engineer.
Oh, and how's that, Dan? Seeing we've managed all these years without one?
Just a minute, Captain.
Ah, come on, Dan, you've not to worry. You'll have no trouble finding another job. I mean, you're always telling us about the number you're turning down.
Aye, that's right. That'll be no bother. I mean, there's a dearth of steam engineers, the same as all the professions.
Aye, they'll be like the doctors, I suppose. They're all going abroad for the higher wages, eh?
Exactly. Aye, och, steam engineers are in great demand in the foreign countries, especially the underdeveloped ones.
Ah, well, then a scrawny soul like yourself will have no trouble getting fixed up.
It's the countries that are underdeveloped.
Of course. No, all I meant, Dan, was that you had the look of a drained brain.
Okay, I'll have no bother getting a new job. No, it's just that, well, I feel a bit settled here now.
Oh, do you now, Dan?
Aye.
Oh, well, by Jove, I hope I didn't give you any false impressions when I took you on.
False impressions?
Aye, like saying the job was permanent.
I can't mind what you said. It was 20 years ago.
Oh, well, Dan, I hope I didn't mislead you.
Wait a minute, Captain. You might have not have said it in so many words, but I mean, there were certain understandings. I've given the best years of my life to this boat.
Oh, well, now, by Jove, weren't we lucky to have missed the worst ones? But never you mind, Dan, I'll do what I can for you. Although, mind you, the Board of Trade is very strict about stokers.
I'm a trained engineer.
A slip of the tongue, Dan, just a wee slip of the tongue. I just said stoker because, well, you're such a devil with a shovel, you know. No, you see, the trouble is, Dan, that I took you on without any written references.
References?
I didn't have any when you came to us.
You didn't ask me for any.
But you should have them just the same, Dan. You know, from your previous employer. Saying things like how you were sober and honest and hard-working and sober and other damned lies like that.
Well, you know, I did have references, and that's exactly what they said, yes. I just can't mind where I've put them.
Well, you look them out, Dan, and I'll do what I can for you.
This is a hell of a time to start asking for references. What if I've lost them?
Oh, that's bad. Oh, man, that is bad. Aye. Oh, we'll miss you.
Parahandy.
Aye, Dan.
I demand the right to work.
Ooh, Dan, you better watch these sudden notions at your time of life.
Parahandy. Captain. Sir. I don't know how to work diesels. You'll have to help me.
Well, now, Dan, that's up to you. The man from the ministry is up at the pier head this very minute, and he's timing the voyage with a stopwatch. Oh, no. Jim, stop! Stop this minute!
What's he doing?
He's stalking the boiler.
How?
He's throwing coal down the lamp.
Oh, no. She's gonna blow! Do something!
You do something! You're the engineer! Just a unexpected landfall, Mr. McGibbon. Don't you worry. We'll get you home safe and sound.
Parahandy, I told you ministers on boats is bad luck.
I've had ministers.
My...
Back on the floor. A dig. And do it.
Captain, I don't think this is very wise. It'll be dark now.
You'll be home long before then, Mr. McGibbon. Now, just head out in that direction for 2 miles. Turn to the left at the marker buoy for 3 miles. Then carry straight on till you see the light on the pier. You can't miss it.
You was fair anxious to get the man off the boat, Parahandy.
He was fair anxious to be home tonight. We'll not be afloat for 6 hours, even if MacPhail does get the engine sorted.
Was that the only reason?
Have I not said so? Now mind what I told you. Not a word about him to MacPhail.
All right, Dan, I'll tell him. Captain, Dan says he's got the engines all put together again, except for 1 or 2 bits left over.
Well, tell him to get up steam. We've had water under the keel for the last 4 hours.
He says he can.
You're a useless creature, MacPhail. What's the matter now?
You can't expect miracles. I've got a burst pipe.
More bloomin' excuses, eh?
See for yourself. I've kept asking you for spare parts, but no. How am I supposed to join these 2 ends together?
Put one end in your left ear and one in your right ear and let the steam run through the bit. Oh, it's all right for me, Dan. My job doesn't depend on us getting where we're going. Oh, by Jove, the man from the ministry will be fair wondering what's keeping us.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
There's only one thing you can do, Dan, if you want to get these engines working.
Bridge to engine room. This is the first mate that's speaking.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. How you doing, friend? Down, just up, down, up. I do it. Aye, right. All right then, Dan. Finished with engine.
Finished is right. I'm stuck. I've slipped my discs. I can't stand up straight. I dealt you a bad back.
And your front is not up to much either.
Oh. Up, down, like a galley slave I was, Jim. And there was Parahandy cackling away, enjoying every minute of my agony.
I wouldn't say that, Dan. He'd just be counting the amount of coal you were saving him.
The man has no feelings, Jim.
Well, come on, we'll have another go, eh?
Ah, yes.
You ready?
Aye.
Right.
Oh, no, stop, Jim, stop. Oh, the pain is intolerable. No, it's no use, Jim, I'm seized up. I mind when it happened, it went click just when he was making me make that final spurt.
It wasn't nice making you race the car ferry.
Jim, try rubbing a little more engine oil into my metadorsals.
I'm sorry, Dan. Dan. I just heated it to take the chill off.
Show off, you could fry chips in that aisle.
Okay, it's no use, Dan. You'll just have to go up to the hospital.
Oh, don't be daft. How can I walk that distance with my torso at left angles to my legs?
Right enough. Wait a minute. It's all right, Dan. I've got transportation.
Oh, it's agony, Jim.
Right, Dan. You all right, Dan?
Aye, Jim.
Right.
Is the cottage hospital up there, Jim?
Aye, right at the top, Dan.
Well, I don't think this is a good idea after all, Jim. I mean, I think I could learn to live like this.
You'll be all right, Dan, honest. I mean, it would be different if you were an emergency case and I had to run up.
Captain! Captain, come quick!
We're halfway up, Dan. He'll not be long now.
Are you all right, Jim? I mean, you're not going to drop dead from a heart attack when you go.
No. No.
It's just you I'm thinking about, Jim.
Don't worry, Dan. We're nearly there. Aye, Mr. McGowan. So you just thought you would have a wee row, eh?
I've never been ashore. I was lost. I've been rowing since I left you.
Lost, dearie me, and how could that be? I gave you exact directions.
It was you said I couldn't miss the light on the pier.
And neither you could. It's a fine big light.
Aye, and so is the one on the Irish mail boat.
We've made it, Dan. We've made it.
I'm very grateful to you, Jim. I'll be perfectly honest with you. A minute ago there, I thought you were going to let me go and I charged down that hill
Do you
again.
think I'm stupid, Dan? No. Oh, they're not open yet for casuals.
If I don't like the thing, we'll have to go down and come back up again late.
Hey!
Maybe if you tell them it was urgent, away and ask them.
Aye, okay.
You let me go there, Jim.
No, I didn't. I was getting this. See, I'll tie this rope onto the bogey here, like that. And then I'll tie the other end. Oh, it's too wee.
Get me the end and I'll hold it then.
Oh, Dan!
sorry about the bump in your head and the blisters on your hat. Ah, but never mind. You're safe and sound now, eh? Ah, well done. There's one consolation.
What's that, Captain?
You got to the wedding after all.